Capricorn, how you doing? Good morning. So please do me a favour. It just really helps out with the algorithm, is just to make sure that you guys subscribe and like. It only takes a couple of seconds. It just really helps out with the algorithm, even if you just leave a message or something, but liking really does help. So thank you, Capricorn. So let's see. So before we start again, Jen, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack, you can watch this as a Gemini placement or a Capricorn, because I deal in numerology, and on the top of a Capricorn and a Gemini card is a major arcana number 6. So you can watch it as a life path 6 as well. So Capricorn, let's see what you've got coming up for your week then. Well, your hell loop reading. So I'm doing hell loop readings. So let's see what you're going through daily and weekly, and still if you're going over the same thing or if something new is coming up in your time. So let's see. Give me a Capricorn hell loop reading, please, for this week of what they've got coming up. So you've got Piscean, maybe. Oh dear, so there you go. So there's a lot of conflict maybe online. You could be dealing with something that is online. It could be a Leo, maybe an Aquarian or Leo. This would be a Piscean energy here for me. Sagittarius, maybe Taurus. But just kind of like maybe a bit of conflict. I don't know if it's with an X or not. And not, if I say not, you say Pisces swinging on a tree, 1, 2, 3. So it could be a life path 3, maybe. But the world is normally where it's communicating with someone online, maybe, but arguing with them. Now, if it isn't, it's just someone that's watching someone online and feeling very aggressive by watching someone online. So, like I said, it could be I'm getting really annoyed because I know that an ex watches me on Facebook or YouTube or Twitter or YouTube, maybe, or Instagram. But, like, it's either someone that's winding themselves up watching someone here and listen to them talk, because the world is someone that talks worldly, okay? So I'm talking about certain things and I'm watching, so this can be like a cross-watcher. I'm cross-watching a Capricorn, getting cross because I know that a Capricorn is saying something blah, 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 or a Piscean, okay? So it can be that, like I'm watching someone and I'm getting wound up because I'm watching. So that can be like cross-watching energies, okay? Because I just heard, for some of you, Amber, this could be an Amber, but like, I just heard that I'm watching this person make a fool of themselves. So I don't know what that's for here. 4 could be a Scorpio or Aries person, but I'm watching to see if they make a fool of themselves. I don't know if that message relates to any of you. Capricorn, anything for Capricorn's hell loop reading, please? So you got, there's a 4, so there is the Emperor or Scorpio. And you got 7 of Wands. Your readings, every time I do your readings, Capricorn, they always seem to come up with like stable, unstable energies, like constantly, like one card that doesn't match the next card and then the next card doesn't match. So you must be dealing with someone that doesn't match your intellect, vibration, your code, your ethic. Okay, but just kind of like the Emperor is normally someone that just takes charge and lead of their own life. So it can mean where you're arguing with someone because you don't like the way they run things. Now, this can be going on at work because I don't like the way that you run things. The Emperor could run their own clock. I said this in another reading. That would be someone that is an entrepreneur, basically works for themselves. They work all the time, blah, blah, blah. They clock in when they want and they clock out when they want. And this is like very argumentative because I don't like the way that you run your business. Okay, so it might be someone that's trying to tell you how to run your business, or you're trying to tell them how to run their business. And then there's an energy of like, why don't you just mind your own business? Okay, I can do what I want to do. Why don't you just mind your own business? So it, like I said, it might be someone that's trying to stick their nose in between someone's, because I keep hearing business, like it's work related or it's money related or it's a relative. Okay, I'm also hearing relative, like a relative that sticks their nose straight into a circumstance where it's not welcome, and they kind of like start saying and running off at the mouth, and it's like, that's none of your business. Why are you asking that? Okay, so that's what I'm kind of hearing for you. I'm also hearing a hearing, so that means that someone might either, one, be deaf, or Steph, or Steve, or Sarah, or Sassy, or Sandra. Not saying that you're deaf. I'm hearing deaf, Steph. Then I'm also hearing a hearing, which means going to court. Like, I keep getting wound up by the ex because we have to go to court. 3 can mean the 3 of Pentacles. If it was a different card, it would just mean the 3 of Pentacles because it is a 3. So because I'm hearing that this is really winding me up because I just want to get this court situation out and over and done with, blah, 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 done and putchy. So I just can't wait to get this over and done with, and then I can start moving on with my life. So here could be someone that is being dragged through the court system, okay? And because I have to keep going through the court system, my ex keeps winding me up, maybe interacting with the kids, and then I'm getting word of mouth by the person slagging me off, blah, blah, blah. And then there's kind of like this go-between. I know children are not here, but I'm kind of picking up that sensation for you. It's someone that is talking to someone about someone, and then it's getting fed back to someone that's really annoying the other person, like feeding back information. Can be like, I don't know, I mean, it depends on what it is that you're dealing with here, but it's kind of like I'm listening out for people to come back and feed me information about what other people are saying about certain people, blah, blah, blah. And like I said, it could be telltale tits, it could be people that are lying, it could be instigators. You know, I like to instigate energy, I like to talk about other people, and then I like to go back and feed it and say, yeah, this person's saying that, they're saying this. Whatever that is, that could be online, so just make sure that you just keep your own business to yourself. There's also an energy here that I am picking up, that something that is over here, but I do keep picking up that there is something here going on, maybe around the court situation, and because of that, children could be involved in this circumstance. And it's kind of like the kids go off to see the father. This could be the father, could be a Scorpio or Aries person, and they go off to see the father, and then the father talks shit about the ex, meaning you guys maybe, and then they come back, they tell you what the other person said, that really annoys you, that starts arguments, and it's kind of like someone that is instigating negative energy from the other person. So it's kind of like I'm blaming our marriage on her or him, and because of her or him, now I need to, the only way I can get to her or him is through the kids, and let the kids know that it's her fault and that she doesn't do and he doesn't do and she doesn't, blah, blah. And it feels like that, if I'm honest, at the moment, Capricorn. And this really could be your hell loop of trying to get out of this circumstance and get out of this pattern of behaviour, where it means I just need to be rid of this person forever. Trevor or Tracy or Treacle or Tanya or Tatiana or Tyler. It could be Tyler's tarot, maybe, I don't know what goes on in his life. Yeah. But I'm hearing I just need to be rid of this circumstance, and as soon as it's over, I can start moving on with my life. Okay. And I think maybe a lot of that really could be, like I said, it could be court-related stuff. It could be relative stuff. Like my relatives are constantly always sticking their nose into my love life, asking me, oh, how's your love life going? And you're like, don't ask me that sort of question, because I don't really want to answer those questions about my love life, because it's probably not going very well. It's a little bit like one of those where, how can I put this? You know, when you go through breakup after breakup after breakup and you argue, and then other people ask you, you know, are you back together? And you're kind of like, oh, yeah. And you've reconciled so many times that a parent then asks you, are you split up? And you're kind of like, oh, just fuck, I just don't want to talk about it, you know. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to say whether we are or whether we're not. It's none of your business, because I know then you're going to start talking about the person, and I just don't want you involved. So please do not get involved in my love life, my affairs, or my life in general, okay? Jen, Julian, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack. So that Jackie, I keep hearing Jackie. But like, just don't be involved in my life whatsoever. Please stay out of it, okay? So that's regardless of whoever that is that seems to come up in your hell loop here. So give me a hell loop, please, for Capricorn this week, please. Capricorn hell loop. 9 of Pentacles. So single, Pringle, Prudis, Jed. Keep hearing Jed. Jerry, cherry baby. Sweet of the juice, motherfucking berry. Holly, Jody, Berry. Well, if you're looking for your Aries reading, sorry, but it was only done over on Patreon. Okay, because I just don't get very many Aries, probably about 500 watchers. So I'd rather, sorry, at the moment, spend my time on the ones that really enjoy tarot. So if you want the Aries reading, it's over on Patreon, okay? So 9 of Pentacles. So this means that these people here are single. But what you are more than likely dealing with is an ex energy of someone that you're trying to be divorced from. Now, like I said, just because you are married, that does not mean that this person, if you're interacting with them, is in a relationship with them. They're not in a relationship with this person. They're just going through a lot of drama with this person, or angelic karma. You're right, angelic karma. But this person's going through a lot of drama, okay, with a person, and it definitely does not mean that they're in a relationship. This person is single Pringle all day long, okay, all day long that they are single, but they are more than likely just dealing with the complications of an ex energy. And I really would not say that an ex energy is just a boyfriend or a girlfriend. I would say that it would have either been a very long-term, very, very, very long-term situation, or it would have been, because if it's boyfriend and girlfriend, there shouldn't really be this much drama just between a boyfriend and girlfriend. And if there is, it's a match made in hell, okay? So this is more than likely an energy of someone that is going through the system of an ex, trying to get separated from them. They're coming up as single, but they keep having to go through all of these procedures with this ex, keep interfering, not letting them be single. Doesn't like that. Like I said, it can be someone that's jealous that they're single, that they get opportunities otherwise. And it can be like, I don't want you moving on with your life being with someone else because you're now single. I don't like that you're single and that you can choose someone else over me. And I don't like that because it's jealousy. Okay, so like I said, it can be anything of like, I'm jealous because you have what I don't. I'm jealous because your business is better than mine. I'm jealous because of, and it feels like that, Capricorn here. Definitely Steph. Okay, or Steve. That's me. I'm single. Hello, Capricorn. I'm single. For the final time this time. I know, Capricorn. I'm there with you guys. I know how it feels. 35 times. 35 times when you go through breakups, it really does, it must start telling you a sign, right? If you can split up 35 times in a relationship, it really must be giving you a sign to say it's not matched. So, me included, Capricorn, you guys could be single, right? You could be single. The thing is I didn't realise this about myself. I really didn't. Okay, because you deal in numerology, and well, I deal in numerology, right? It can be very fucking awkward. And I didn't realise that I had 4 stelliums. I didn't really look through my chart, and someone was helping me out and getting me to look through my chart, and I looked through it. And I realised that I'd got 3 Scorpio, 3 Gemini, 3 Virgo, and another 3. What is it? Gemini, Scorpio, Gemini, Scorpio. Oh, I don't know. Fuck knows. But Virgo. Yeah, weird. But anyway, so single all day long, 9 energies, okay, Virgo energies, Virgo qualities, okay, I'm single and I'm just fed up with people coming at me. Now, if this is, like I said, like work related and it's coming up as work and you're like single and you're kind of like, fuck, I'm really not bothered in any Tom, Dick or Harry, to be honest with you, Jerry. Tom and Jerry, right? I'm just really concentrating on work. It feels like that work is just kind of like, oh, Jesus, what is wrong with people? Why do they always keep coming at me with like things and blah, blah, blah and so on and so forth, right? Here. But I really do keep picking up, this is someone that's dealing with an ex here. Now, if they're dealing with your ass, Capricorn, you know me, I ain't going to sugarcoat it. Stop causing this person problems, right? Here. Let's see, Capricorn, the hell loop reading, please. So you got 8 stuck at home. Okay, this person could just work from home, like myself. Work from home, single Pringle, work from home. Okay, but if things are very difficult, this would also be my restraining order. Like, I'm trying to take a restraining order out. Please do not contact me when I'm at home. I do not want to listen to you, blah, 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 so on and so forth. And I do not want contact, okay? Because I'm at home, I'm working from home, blah, 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 and I can't be doing with all the drama. I'm trying to separate myself away from the drama, but every time I do I get interfered with by maybe the ex energy, okay? So this could be a restraining order, okay? It doesn't have to go as far as a restraining order, but it can definitely mean, I am so fed up, like I'm at home. Because this can just mean I'm fed up, I'm bored, I'm at home, nothing's going on with my life, blah, blah, blah. So what's the drama? If you're at home on your own and you're single, then what would the drama be? There really shouldn't be any. It could be money related, because this is like needing to leave the life of luxury but not being able to do it, okay? So it can be living above your means, meaning that I get a load of money or I don't get any money, but I spend it as quick as I get it because I like to live a lavish lifestyle, but I can't live that lavish lifestyle of what I want because I don't have the finances to be able to do it. So this can be like health, beauty products, and it's kind of like I'm trying to keep up with everything that I need, but everything that I need just keeps like, I keep spending everything that I've got, and then I just keep looking for one energy of a way out, but I just don't seem to be able to get a way out. So like I can't seem to get a chance to be able to flourish and be what I want. The Nine of Pentacles can be someone that is attracted to beauty, like I am, but like beautiful women or situations. But it can also be someone that is also attracted to like nice things. Like I like to be trapped with nice things, like people do. But I also like nice things. I like expensive things, and like maybe. I'm not putting women in a bracket, but I do know that women look after themselves more than what men do. Well, definitely more than what I do. So like if you're, say, a woman, and this is relating to like beauty products and stuff like that, it can be where my regime is where I need a load of things and I can't do without that one thing. So I need to buy that, I need to buy this, I've got to have this, I need to buy that in order to keep up my regime, and I've got to do that. But if there are no finances coming in, then it's very difficult to be able to keep up on top of money and finances to keep up with one's beauty products, okay, and that I can't seem to buy everything that I need because I'm really struggling financially here, and I'm feeling the pinch and I'm feeling the strain, so I have to stay in and not do anything. But so it's kind of like this energy of like, oh, right here. So let's see. So that's health related stuff as well. It can be like I'm trying to detach myself away from darker energies within a hell loop to try and not keep playing out this circumstance. And the more I keep playing it out and the more I keep playing it out, the more the loop keeps showing me the same signs that my health starts to suffer. Okay, that my mental health also seems to get worse and it doesn't seem to help. Okay, so if you do have people like with me with ADHD, okay, when you interact with long-term people, okay, you can have that played off against you where you're not paying them attention. This can also be an attention seeker. Okay, I'm always seeking your approval, and there's one thing that you never do right. You don't pay full amount of attention to me constantly. So in a dynamic that can come up spiritually for a lot of you guys, if you get one of you maybe that is, say, like has ADHD or ADD, okay, and then you have the other one that has a lot of need qualities, I need time, I need more loving, I need more. Nines can also be that other energy of a lower vibration maybe. Like there's one thing that you don't do. Like you always do all of these things and there's 9 things that you do. It's a bit like the tape, what is that, 15 things or whatever it is, but there are 9 things that you do great, but the one thing that you don't do for me is always the problem with it, okay? So it can be where, like, if one has ADD, the other one's kind of like, well, you're not paying me any attention, you're not giving me this, you're not giving me that, I need more loving, I need more time, I need this, I need that. So if you get a very needing soul and you get one that has like ADD, they can't keep up. They can't keep up because the other one will then say, right, you're just fucking really confusing. You can't never make up your mind. And then they blame. You can't never make up your mind. You're in, then you're out, then you're out, then you're in. Then you start arguing and then you cut me off and then you let me back in and then you cut me off and then you let me back in. And then it's kind of like, I need your loving, but you don't know what love is. And you can go through these scenarios where this isn't happening. This is just the aftermath of your hell loop reading, where it's just been so confusing that you're all taking time out, probably permanently, to take time out to actually start thinking, okay, the only way I can actually realize if this is a unhealthy attachment, the only way I can get to grips of if that's an unhealthy attachment is to actually not be attached to any outcome in life at all, and to not have any expectations that people are ever really going to change their ways of what they do. And it's time for me to just be single and enjoy singlehood, okay? Can be that, okay? And that can be an approach that say both of you have come to. You've both come to kind of like this conclusion of that, you know, being single is probably the best way to go for the time being, right? So you've got Harry Potter trying to come back in with a dick pic, maybe, and some of you are really not interested in it, okay? If it isn't anything to do with Harry, then it might have something to do with what I'm waiting for, which is Hogwarts Legacy to come out on this little machine here, which is a PS5, which is next month, which is really expensive. 70 quid they're looking for that, for Hogwarts Legacy, but never mind. Any of you out there PS5 fans? But like I can only play an hour on a console. I don't let it consume my life, and sometimes I don't play it at all. But I do like to have the odd half an hour, and then I get frustrated and I get fed up and I just want to lay down. But I do like the odd hour on the old Xbox, PlayStation. But anyway, if not, this is just where I can't be creative if you keep absorbing all of my creativity. Okay, I can't seem to find my mojo. I can't seem to get it up or down. Okay, but it can be where like I am literally just trying to think of my creative side. And you, because of dealing with this, it's a distraction. Nobody can be fully creative when they're dealing with drama. Like me, for instance, you know I'm a music producer as well. I haven't made a piece of music in ages because I just haven't felt like it. I've seemed to have lost my passion to do that at the moment, okay? And sometimes when you deal with a lot of drama, it's just that I can't seem to find my spark, my mojo, okay? Unless you are Mojo Rising and you're Jim Morrison, okay? Let's see. I mean, to be honest with you, right, a lot of people said that John, JDS Tarot, give up his channel because of the amount of shit that YouTube brings. And it does, man. Y'all see some very nasty people out there in YouTube land that actually watch tarot. And they bitch and they complain and they moan all of the time. And they're very negative and they leave some very, very, very nasty shit about people. And to be honest with you, if John did leave and he had a better offer of a different job, good on him. Good on him, because it's kind of like I wash my hands with you because you're a waste of fucking time. Right? Sorry, but sometimes I do have that aspect of like, fucking, what's the point? Right, here. Let's see. Not that I'm going anywhere, but I don't blame him if that is what he did do here. He's a very sensitive one, John, you know, and I don't see why people would actually attack him, but there you go, you know. People do. Keyboard Warriors, right? Once Were Warriors. That was a good film. That was, hey, girl, you all right there, girl? So that's like, it wasn't Australia, but it was, I don't know if any of you watched, this could be a film that might spark off some sort of like mirror here. They'd get me to look at the film Once Were Warriors. And it was about, he was very violent, and he was a father, and they had a party, and his daughter was, I don't really want to go down that road, but his daughter was, something happened with his daughter that was sick, like, I can't mention the name, but it was abuse whilst they were having this party. And his daughter ended up, like, committing suicide through the film. And then she left a note saying it was because of what happened with Uncle, fucking whatever his name were. And in the film, he went absolutely fucking ballistic, and he was a really fucking big, muscly, hard guy. And he went on a fucking rampage, and he literally fucking, you know, beat this guy to death in the end. But the guy had drinking problems anyway, and he used to beat his wife. Like, he used to physically beat his wife as well throughout the film. If you guys have never seen it, look up Once Were Warriors. And it's not Australia, but it's the ones that speak in that, hey, girl, you're right there, girl. Go, what's going on then? Love, you're right there. Okay, and he has tattoos around his face, and they have a lot of face tattoos. I forget where that is, but it's kind of like South African, is it? I'm not really sure. I really don't know. But I know it's like Australian-y type, sort of like, hey, you're right there, girl. Hey, you're getting on there, girl. You're right. Okay, so, and they kind of like, yeah, through the film, he was beating his wife and God knows what else, because he was a very violent drunk. And then something happened to his daughter, and then he goes off and he fucking, you know, he messes the guy up here. I don't know why they are making me look at abuse here, but they're saying something about sexual abuse. Okay, so I don't know what that is, but that is the film that they're getting me to look at. So, well, my advice is probably don't watch if that kind of stuff triggers you off there. But that's for some reason that normally if there are messages there that kind of Normington, but normally that kind of comes up in my channel head for some reason, or name Ed or Edwina or Eddie. Okay, so yeah, that's what they're getting me to look at. Once were warriors. Let's see. Capricorn. Hell loop. Oh, wow. So you got 3 in reverse, Capricorn. You got a new 2 of Cups coming. Now, for any of you guys that are just stuck in this goddamn metaphysical side, and you asked in the comment section on a different reading that were Pisces, I think, or was it Aquarian? I don't know. How do I get out of these metaphysical disaster where they're just never really happening? Y'all got to find yourself another person. Try to connect with someone else. You got to try to educate your brain of what never has happened, never will. And you got to tell yourself that. And you got to make yourself believe it. Okay, because the devil is an energy that makes you believe that you're on the right path when you are becoming spiritual. When you're becoming spiritual and you're on awakening and you're on these metaphysical journeys, it's the devil that why you end up saying, well, why would God put me in interaction with a person that is of dark energy and not light energy? It's because karma is the devil. It is Capricorn, planet of Saturn, right? So it means Capricorn energy, toxic situations, karmic energy, the fool, the trick, okay? I'm making you believe because you are present on Earth that the illusion is that you are on the right path with the same person, that it will end up being something, which means like the fucking elixir of like 7 of Cups, you know, I'm hypnotically absorbed by this person and every move and every moment and blah, 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 and so on and so forth. And the devil just keeps you making you believe that the longer you keep doing it, you will eventually get there, but it's just wasting your life and wasting your time because it's the trick of the light. It's not light, it's actually dark. Okay, it's all just a trick of the light. Okay, so that's a very good band actually, but it's all just a trick of the light. Okay, and it makes you believe that the more you keep doing it and spending time and wasting your life, that God is more of faith. Okay, fucking, you know, Capricorn is your own sign. So you should also know that, you know, like the devil is his greatest trick was to make everybody believe that he wasn't presently on Earth, right? So that we're actually not in hell now, right? So that was the greatest trick of all, is to convince everybody that he wasn't real. Okay, but really that's the greatest trick of all of God, is the fact that it all relies on faith. Okay, so what have you got faith in? Do you know? Do you know your own faith? Do you know whether you're actually believing the devil or not? Okay, that you could just be a God-ridden person, but life is just really not giving you much. And the fact that what you really are listening to is the devil. Okay. So what I'm saying to you is when you become spiritual, the fact is that you really can believe that the path that you're on is a God-given path. But if that was the child of God, then pretty much you're following both energies at the same time that make us all very confused. Okay. So let's see. Because it's a structure of belief, right? It's a structure of that I believe in something and you don't. Okay, do you have faith in God above? Okay, but I hear a lot of people constantly always talking about God given this and God given that, and I'm a God person and God will prevail and God this. But if you're honest, you've never seen the person, you've never been there, and it does require faith. But then, you know, so I'm not going to go into it. You know, if it was a God-given energy, right, why would you be watching tarot if your life is perfect? Okay, who is it that's actually leading you down the garden path? Lead us not into temptation of lust, trust. Give us a night of greed. The 7 deadly sins. 7. Lustful energy. So, if you are God-given and you are lusting after someone, you are going against your religion, because you are not supposed to have lustful thoughts. So if you are a person that's watching this saying, I'm a clergyman and I'm God, blah, 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 and you have lustful thoughts, you are going against the book. So what are you watching tarot for? Okay, I will argue against it. Okay, so it says, I must not lust over men or women or anybody. I must not masturbate and I must not have sex before marriage. Okay, and blah, 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 and so on and so forth, and the amount of other rules that do come along with that. So if you're watching tarot and you have got a Two of Cups person that makes you think about them all the time, that is lusting. Okay, so you need to go to church. Tell them that you're watching tarot card readings and that I'm lusting after a person that I'm not with. Okay, here, so... Because trust me, I've known people that actually say that they're people like the ghetto nun. Sorry. Twin flame, masculine, feminine, and I'm made of God. Really? Oh my God. I believe, I just believe people are so mixed up with like earning money and things like that. And I'm sure a majority of that goes against the actual book of the actual, of it being facts, or Felix. But fact over fiction. I have certain beliefs, but I go against the majority of them. So, you can't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. The point is this is why we have judgment. Right, is because we're on the crossover now. We are actually crossing over the sin of life now, because we're in hell, right? So we're crossing over the sin. You can't know what life is like until you experience it, else why the hell were you given tackle and also a brain? You were given that because you can't do that as a child. As a child, you've got no idea. You only get that idea by being brainwashed by other humans that have learnt a condition to be that way. So you're just learnt by a human being, which is what the book is wrote about, humans. We are taught by a human, by a human, by a human, by a human, right? Bisexual energy. Can't do that. Okay, oh, no, can't be bisexual. Can't be same-sex relationship, anything like that. No, can't do all of those. So you're against all of those people? So what, you're also racist? Can't do that. You're supposed to see man and woman equal. Right? So you're against those people. Why is that? Because you have lustful thoughts about another relationship of the same sex. Oh, really? So what, you're going to go to hell for that? I was born a human. I don't know. I have feelings. I have emotions. I'm supposed to follow them. We're going to put fear into your head to make you follow us. I mean, God, what are you, Marilyn Manson? Let's see. Capricorn. Well, sorry, Capricorn. I've gone on some sort of rant there. 6 of Pentacles. So it's sharing, caring, Sharon. Karen. Oh, that's the person that moaned at me because I wasn't doing Virgo readings anymore. Karen, being a Karen. Oh dear. Oh, well, I guess I shall unsubscribe then because it's obvious that you don't like Virgo. I have 3 placements of Virgo, sweetheart. Okay, try paying for something in life. Okay, nothing in life is for free. Okay, sorry. Woo, I'm feeling the aggression here. I think I've just become this person that opens their mouth. Capricorn. Capricorn hell loop reading. So, 4 of Wands. It's all of this twin flame shit here, right? Now, just because I don't do twin flame readings does not mean I haven't been on the same journey for 16 years. I just believe keep doing it ain't going to get you nowhere, okay? Because it's lessons all the same. A tarot card reading is a tarot card reading regardless of what you say about it. Whether you label it as this or whether you label it as that, okay? It's just what you're looking for. So, 4 of Wands, soulmate, twin flame energy, married couple, trying to get divorced, have children. That's one energy there. Some of you might have someone in mind, but they're out of sight. They're in mind, but they're out of sight, which means that you could not have seen this person's face. This can be like Libra energy, but it can mean, like I said, the High Priestess. Okay, I haven't shown you my face yet. We haven't met yet. We haven't been formally introduced yet. It's a person that you haven't even met yet, but it can also mean a person that I'm having a metaphysical connection with, but I haven't actually seen their face on FaceTime and stuff like that to know what the person looks like. Some people do that. You know, I've got a connection with you, but I have no idea how you look. Okay, because I'm hearing out of sight, out of mind. They're in my mind, but they're out of sight. Okay, or they're out of sight and this one's in my mind. Okay, you were always on my mind, you were always on my mind, Debbie. Okay, or Jarvis Cocker, or Caught in a Trap, Cockfrost. Let's see. The best thing is to never slag me off, because I have 3 placements of Scorpio and I don't drop things like that easy. Takes me a while. It's been a while. Capricorn. Oh, wow, the King of Cups is here to say, Debbie, I don't give a shit, sweetheart. I'm here if you want me. I am here if you want me. But, like, I'm here if you want me. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay, now, just because this stable energy comes up, it does not mean that this person's a sort-off person. You know, King of Cups is like myself, but I'm not 100% sexually desirable. But it does mean that I'm stable. It means that I'm stable and a bachelor and have nice stuff. House, home, single, blah, blah, blah. King of Cups, stable emotion, physical, able, can do what I want. Cain and Abel, Gemini, Capricorn, looking for a 2 of Cups. That does not mean that people have them or they have to choose this person just because it's like, oh my God, everybody quick, the King of Cups is here. It's a card, bruv. Okay, it's a card to say that someone is a bachelor out of all of this array, is a bachelor looking for someone stable in life to give them what they have. Stability. I'm looking for stability. Are you a stable individual? Are you a prudish, backstabbing bitch? What are you? You know? You know, because all it means is that at the end of the week, okay, or around this area, is this person. Okay. Now you either take it or you leave it. Okay. Let's see. Capricorn. Don't forget, you come up as also Gemini in the Gemini readings because it's 6. Okay. So now you get the pussy. So you get Leo, Aries, Sagittarian. Aries would be 4 Scorpio. Leo would be /8 Aquarian in their chart or both. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius 5, life path 5, Sagittarius, or Taurus energy. Okay. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Scorpio, life path 4, Aries. Can be all within their chart. Can be the person that someone here has in mind. Okay. Because they're passionate, they're creative, they're loving. They know what they want. They want someone, goddamn, is anybody out there that is a female that is sane? Because I've never met one. I'm not kidding. So is any of you out there sane enough to be able to want this person here? To want this person here. I ain't going to beat about the bush. Okay. So there's a sane individual that is here. Okay. Does anybody want a sane individual? Or do you want to follow the dramic energy of nothing, right? No, I want to stay convinced that the 2 of Cups is going to be my person. I don't want the new person. I'm going to resort to the metaphysical, not happening, nowhere, blah, 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 nowhere land, instead of missing a chance with this person here. Okay. So let's see. Capricorn. What have we got, Capricorn? Wow, this person's honest. Well, at least they're fucking honest, Dave. Speak out their mouth, not out their arsehole. Okay. So, they're honest. They do an honest day's work, and whatever they are, they're truthful. They will tell you. They will tell you yes or no. I've got a thing for you. And if I have a thing for you and you have a thing for me, then we need to talk. Okay. This can be visas and stuff like that. It could be travel. Okay. But it would be honest communication. At least they know what they want. And at least they're goddamn honest. What more do you want? Do you want honesty or do you want bullshit and lies? What do you want? Okay. Because here is confusion. Confusion and blah, blah, blah. Here is honesty. Here. You know, when you're looking for things of a relationship, honesty is what you guys look for, right? Men, if I'm honest, normally look for prosthetics. If I'm honest, they normally look for someone that's attractive. I've got to admit, you know, because they do. They look for someone that's attractive. Okay. If this be a geezer, right, they're very passionate, they're very loving. You would have to be attracted to the person. And if you are, well, the one thing that they would definitely give you is honesty. That's the one quality that they do have, is to be honest. Okay. So, there you go so far. So, hold on a sec. Oh, whoa, hold your horses, Dave. Let's have a look at your 3 cards that are going to represent also your reading for Capricorn to be aware of. Because we are nowhere near done this reading yet. Let's see. Capricorn, please. Capricorn, 3 main messages. What Capricorn needs to be aware of. 3 cards. 1. You have got, Steve hasn't got his glasses, so please bear with. Romantic love affair. Sex, fix, secret lover, fuck buddy. Okay. So, like I said, if you are dealing with a person that is multiple people, that goes between different people and they have been for a long time, one of you is just a piece on the side. Okay. Sorry, but it's kind of like that energy. Because you cannot have a romantic love affair if you are single. If you are single, you are not having a romantic love affair. Okay. If you're single. Right. If you're not seeing anybody and exes are out the window, you're free, or they are, to do whatever they want because they're single. Separated. So it doesn't put you in the bracket. Now, if a person is watching this, connected to someone that is with a person, it's a love affair. Okay. Now, it can also just be a romantic love starting up energy that becomes more passionate in nature. Okay. Because it would start off as like a sex fling, sort of like flirting, basically, on a moderate level. Okay. But if you're kind of like, no, Steve, I know who this is, blah, blah, blah. They constantly go between different people and blah, blah, blah. Right? Whilst in relationships. And that is vital. Whilst in a relationship. Right? Whilst in a relationship. So let's see. Capricorn. Any messages for Capricorn, please? So you have nightmare. Insomnia, paranoia, anxiety, unable to sleep, stress, sees things under eye bags. Well, some of you are really, really, really struggling with sleep. Me, I sleep like a baby here. But like, some of you are really struggling to sleep because this person could be on your mind a lot. Like, or they're on your mind, you know, whichever way, but I'm finding it very difficult to sleep because this person could also be burnt out. You know, they could be working long hours in order to be able to try and pay everything off. This can be debt. I got myself in debt, okay, and I live bougie. Like, I'm a fucking, you know, I live above my means, and there's a load of things that I need for my kids, children, okay, and I got a lot of overheads. Okay, so I'm burnt out. I have to work harder for the things that I want that are more bougie, so I can kind of live the life of luxury and Riley. Okay, so I want all of these nice things, but if I do it, I could be getting burnt out. Okay, I'm doing too much work to be able to pay for my overheads. Gives me like credit card, right? I've bought a load of things on my credit card to have nice stuff, but I didn't really pay for it. I just got it off a credit card. Okay. So I'm able to pay off credit card energies. So let's see. Not always is the Nine of Pentacles there, but coupled with a certain card is. Okay. So what else we got for you? Ghosted. So some of you have just ghosted someone and you're just kind of like, I just can't even be doing with the yes, no, yeah, but no, but kind of, or maybe, well, don't really know, kind of. Okay, so it says disappearing, ghosting, in and out. So in order to stop the confusion of in and out, if you're just a relationship, not the people that are going through, I can't stop my ex-husband from blah, 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 right? You can. Restraining order. Get a lawyer, get a solicitor, get a go in between. Put a sanction on them. You're not supposed to come anywhere near within blah, blah, blah. You're not supposed to ring me up. If you do, it goes against the court. Okay, in the court description, I don't want this person contacting me via phone. Block them. Block their phone number. It's quite easy. Okay, you just go into your phone number, block phone number. Yeah, but they get a burner phone. Oh dear, I've met some people, man, that worry that much about like, oh, they keep like, Jesus Christ, man, don't have a phone, right? Just go off the radar completely, right? Here, keep your head down for a few months, but like, you know, ghosted. So disappearing act. Okay, so what we are going to do now, because I've done fucking hell 46 minutes for you, Capricorn. I've drawn you a lot of cards here, and I really am hoping that you guys are hopefully going to join Patreon. So what I give you on Patreon is 3 main cards that are of these, okay, same cards as these, down here of your outcome and what your outcome is going to look like. And if they actually match up, say if the High Priestess comes with here, then I match your outcome up with these cards as well until you trines, squares, and blah, 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 and everything else that's coming up numerology-wise. What is also going to be happening down here as well, because I got a feeling that something starts to pick up majorly towards the end of the week here, or 2-week period, but whenever, but it starts to happen here. Okay, I'm really picking this up as a separate situation than here. And then we're going to clarify them with hidden truth, blah, 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 what the message is, what are the vibration coming from this person, what are their thoughts, what are their feelings, what are their tactics, what do they truly think and feel behind the vibration of the card. Then we're going to clarify all of these cards with the turn-up of the event of what comes maybe later within a week, okay? So that'll be the clarifying cards of what the person's doing and what their expectation is right away, okay? And then we look at your 3 cards at the end and then give you a description of what your outcome is going to look like, and then we clarify those too, okay? And that is what you will get over on the silver or the gold tier provided to you below for Patreon, and that really, really helps me out. So, thank you, Capricorn. Please make sure that you don't forget to give it a like, a comment, a subscription. It only takes a moment, okay? Really helps out with the algorithm, girl, okay? Really does. So, thank you so much. Really appreciate it, and I'll see you soon.